Okay. Good morning, everybody. Post-rain deluge. I personally enjoyed the heck out of it. Having a day where I have to be in my house is good. I want to remind you all to silence your little handheld computers. Put them on silence, do not disturb, whatever it is. And please join us in Spirit-Led, Spirit-Fed. Stand if you are able or would like to. Here we go. I am Spirit-Led, Spirit-Fed. Everywhere noise, I am Spirit-Led. I am Spirit-Led, Spirit-Fed. Everywhere noise, I am Spirit-Led. Flowing like a river of peace. I am nature's wandering child. Love cannot be added to me. I am made complete in the divine. I am Spirit-Led, Spirit-Fed. Everywhere in noise, I am Spirit-Led. I am Spirit-Led, Spirit-Fed. Everywhere in noise, I am Spirit-Led. There's magic in every day, like a beautiful song. And as we're choosing our way, there's a voice inside to guide us along. We are Spirit-Led, Spirit-Fed. Everywhere in noise, we are Spirit-Led. We are Spirit-Led, Spirit-Fed. Everywhere in noise, we are Spirit-Led. We are Spirit-Led, Spirit-Fed. Everywhere in noise, we are Spirit-Led. We are Spirit-Led, Spirit-Fed. Everywhere in noise, we are Spirit-Led. Everywhere in noise, we are Spirit-Led. Everywhere in noise, we are Spirit-Led.
Woo! Yes, we are. You may be seated. Spirit-fed, spirit-led. That's us today. And we're doing that together. Woohoo! On this beautiful, glorious Sunday morning here at Unity Center of Peace. And we want to welcome those of you joining us online on FaceTime or Facebook and YouTube. Or maybe you're FaceTiming. I don't know. Anyway, if you would say, hello, I'm here, then we can get a conversation going and feel like you're part of this. You want to feel a part of this. All right, so I am Reverend Victoria Loveland-Coen, and to my left is the wonderful Pat Webster, who's going to be anchoring us in prayer and meditation and all those wonderful things that help us to connect in our heart, expand that consciousness that we have within us, and to know that we, more fully, to know that we are divine expressions. So if you would light that divine light candle, and I invite you to say together with me the opening invocation, which is on the buff sheet in the that's in the seat back in front of you, if you're not yet familiar. But let's just take a moment and really consciously breathe. Breathe a conscious divine breath. Really feel that connection with Spirit. And together, there is only one presence and one power active in the universe and in my life. God, the good omnipotence. Breathe that in. Just allow that awareness to permeate your entire being. And so it is.
I surrender. I trust and I know as a
And if you will, remove anything that's on your lap, and take your phones into meditation as well by silencing them. And as we come into this sacred, holy time and space, we take a deep breath, and on the exhale, release anything that stands between us giving and receiving love, being in our best divine presence, remembering I am God and I am Christ consciousness. And in that place, we come here together. Taking our awareness down into that place, just that sacred space, just behind the physical heart, to that heart center of the divine, there in each and every one of us. And we remember that we ignite that place by also breathing in the God that is everywhere outside of us, taking that energy also to the place of the divine inside us. And knowing that despite everything that goes on in the world that can be troubling outside, when we go to that place, all is well. All is well. And we feel that peace and love and joy and gratitude and blessing and faith in divine order, knowing that we are held and that we hold from that place. And we're going to spend a couple of minutes in silence in that place, beginning now. And from this sacred, holy space where we are all held in love, if there are people that you hold in your hearts, that you want to speak their names quietly aloud or just hold them in your hearts, that may need the touch from this place, and that touch is powerful when we send it out from there. Say their names quietly now. Earl, Pam, Nancy, Flo's family. And our prayer partner, chaplain this morning, Karen Rowe, will say prayers for those people who have placed prayer requests in our prayer box.
And as we continue in this consciousness of prayer and reflection, we join in our hearts together as we pray for the request in this box. And in this powerful energy, we know that there is already a plan in motion for each request and for each person. And as we pray, we visualize opportunities for abundance for each of them. We see them using discernment and wisdom in thought and in action. Each day awakens with a joyful spirit and a healing mind. We envision harmony and understanding in all relationships. And we see each one walking on a path of love and peace. And for this and so much more, we say together, and so it is.
And so it is. Beautiful. Thank you, Karen. So please join me now in saying our vision and mission, also found on this buff sheet. Our vision. We envision the divine light awakening in all. Our mission. We center in peace and love. We connect in our hearts with others. We celebrate our journey toward wholeness, and we empower others to experience their spiritual magnificence. And so it is. And now we have our wonderful Karen Novi.
Thank you. I was thinking about the theme for today, and I thought, goodness, the other side of being able to pray and connect with the divine is to trust and know in your heart that it will be taken care of, not needing to know the how, just the what. Many hours I've wondered, many times I thought it wasn't true. Many days I've almost given up, and now I know how close it brings me to you. And I trust. Listening, opening, surrendering, letting go, believing. I trust. I trust. I trust.
It's beautiful. Thank you. Yeah, that's what it is. We're trusting. I don't think we hit this during the meditation, so I'm going to hit it now. Did you? Did you? Oh, wow. Did you? Wow, I was deep in there. No kidding. Deep in somewhere. Woo. Okay, good morning. Good morning. How many of you saw this summer's blockbuster movie, Oppenheimer? A few of you, yeah. It was intense. It was intense, but good. And one of the things that I really enjoyed about it were the way that his imagination was visualized. You could see the images of what he was imagining energy was. And it was both on the macrocosmic level, the universal, and the microcosmic level, the atomic level. So, we see these inside the atom where these subatomic particles are swirling relentlessly around the nucleus. And that mirrors the movement of the planets around a star. And it's just so much energy, so much potential power. And he kept seeing it, right? He couldn't stop seeing it. Now, of course, unfortunately, what he saw and how it was used, unfortunately, what happened is that, this wonderful, great discovery, and it was used for incredibly destructive purposes. But what they didn't show in the movie, because it wasn't really the scope of the movie, was how that same energy can be used constructively. Nuclear energy to power homes, to power cities. And I recognize there's, toxic end results of that. But regardless, it's like anything else It's neutral. The energy within the atom is neutral. The energy in all of life is neutral. We are the ones that choose how to use it, right? We're choosing. And we're choosing all the time. And so Charles Fillmore had a fascination with the atom. He had a fascination with really all of science, and he kind of stayed on top of recent discoveries, which were happening a lot in his era, in his later life. And he actually wrote a book about the power within the atom and how it relates to the power in the mind. And it was called The Atom-Smashing Power of the Mind. Because, back then, it was the atomic age, right? It's the modern atomic age. And he called it that. But he really believed that it was the very essence of divine mind, of spiritual energy that permeates all of life. That's how he saw it. And so he wrote, "Science has broken into the atom and revealed it to be charged with tremendous energy that may be released and be made to give the inhabitants of the earth power beyond expression when its law is discovered." Now, I'm thinking he probably wrote this a few years before those very scientists learned to unleash the power in the atom, and then it was used to kill 200,000 innocent people. And Charles Fillmore died in 1948. So he probably didn't, at the time that it happened, America was like, yay, it ended the war. It ended World War II, right? The troops came home. It was all like everybody was, in this country, was all very excited about the possibilities here. It really wasn't until a few years later when those images came out and we began to realize the horror, of what we had really done. But it took a while, right? Everybody was into that atomic age. It's interesting how our perspectives can change when we find out what's really going on. When we learn the truth of things, our perspective changes. But atoms, which is the substance of all life, is of divine origin. It's mankind. When he forgets that of his divine origin, he forgets that he is an expression of the divine, and he's disconnected from the heart and is dreaming a dream of fear of separation, distorts that divine energy. And yes, I'm using the male. I'm saying he, because we know. But then again, we all have free will. And we have all used it to create our own evils, as Emerson would say. So it's a matter of perception, of consciousness. And, we always think we're doing it to someone else. But we're doing it to ourselves over and over and over again. It's like, when are we going to get it? Whatever we think we're doing to someone else, we're doing to ourselves. That's why it's so vital that we awaken to our divine identity. It is the most important thing. In my mind, it is the most important thing that we can do, is to wake up and to help others awake up to our oneness, to who we truly are. That's what Unity Center of Peace is here for. Ultimately, is to help people awaken to the divine, to our oneness with each other. Because if we know our oneness with each other, divinity of other people and ourselves, we can never hurt anybody, right? Aho! That's right, we could never do it. We would only be a blessing. We would only want to be a blessing to the world. That's why it's just so vital to keep doing this. So anyway, so science tells us that The atom is made up of 99.999999% empty space. Think about that for a second. So everything is made out of atoms, right? Everything's made, so everything is energy. Everything is empty space. It's energy. It's intelligent energy. It just kind of blows my mind when I think of it. It's like, how is the universe held in place? What's directing that energy? Well, consciousness, right? It's consciousness. Consciousness directs how that energy is expressed. And whether that's universal divine consciousness on the macrocosmic level, the universal mind that creates, guides, and governs the entire universe and each one of us, or it's on the microcosmic level, our individual use of this same divine mind. We channel that energy. Our consciousness chooses how that energy is expressed in our own individual lives. And when we're in alignment with that divine truth of who we are, with that cosmic heart, with that divine mind of infinite possibility, then we can channel that infinite energy into expressions that are good, that are beneficial, that are life-giving. But when we're out of alignment with that divine source, with that, we're disconnected from the heart. We are in fear, living in fear that the universe is against us and we're separate from one another, then that energy is channeled into expressions that are destructive. And prayer, you might have thought, how is she going to get to prayer today? Here we go. Affirmative prayer is a mechanism for aligning us with that divine source, with that divine mind, with that field of infinite possibilities, so that we can channel that divine energy into experiences that are love-filled and joyous and abundant and expansive, and that take on the vibration of wholeness and well-being. That's what affirmative prayer is designed for. And I'll tell you, for me, it's the Fillmore's legacy is giving us the technology of affirmative prayer and letting us know how powerful we are, how powerful the universe is, how powerful our minds are, and how we can harness that power to create more good in our lives and in the world. That's the power of affirmative prayer. So, once a year in September, around World Day of Prayer, we go over the steps of affirmative prayer together so that we're all on the same page, so that we remember what this technology is and remind ourselves, I have this technology, it's here. I can use it. So let's review now what the steps are, and we'll do an affirmation after each of the steps of affirmative prayer. What is the first step of affirmative prayer? Relax, relax, relax. We take deep breath, we relax the physical body, we relax the ego thinking, we relax our to-do list, we relax our obsession with the past and the future, we relax into the present moment. And we relax our attachment to this outer world of effect, the outer world of form and experience, which is the result of yesterday's thinking. It's like reading today, it's like reading yesterday's newspaper. It's the result of coagulated beliefs and thinking. So if we want to experience something different than we are right now, we need to do something different. We need to do something different in our consciousness. And that is I'm going to let that relax right now. I'm not denying it. It's here. Yes, I created it. But I'm just going to take a breath and release that for now. And then once I can do that, let's say the affirmation that goes with this, which is, I relax, release, and let go. Together? I relax, release, and let go. All right, now that we've done that, now we have this open space. We've got this opening in our heart and our consciousness, and we can step into a higher vibration, a higher dimension. This is the realm of the absolute, the realm of infinite possibility, of divine mind, of spiritual energy. And you call it whatever you want to call it, God, or source energy, or the Tao, or Great Spirit, or whatever it is to you. This is what we are aligning ourselves with. We are opening ourselves up to that infinite life. And we also want to focus, right? This is the step of this is focus, our second step. We want to focus on the qualities of the divine, the qualities of this infinite universal divine essence: love, joy, fulfillment. It's the nature of coming to fruition. We can see that all around us. It is peace, harmony, divine order, beauty, wholeness, perfection, intelligence, limitless creativity, wisdom, infinite abundance, prosperity, richness, that all-providing substance. So this is the nature of the universe. This is truly in the realm of the absolute, which is where we are right now. We're playing in this field of the absolute. These are the qualities. And we know that if this divine essence is all that there is, remember this all one energy, right, within everything, then it must be us, because we're part of it. How could we be separate from it? Of course we're part of it. In fact, we are an idea in the mind of the universe. We're God's idea of itself in expression. So whatever is true of it is true of me, is true of you. And so our affirmation for this step is, I am an idea in the mind of the universe, God's idea of itself and expression. Together, I am an idea in the mind of the universe, God's idea of itself in expression. Yes. All right, what's the next step of affirmative prayer? Contemplation, yeah. It's that meditative, contemplative step. Now that we've gotten this clear about the nature of the universe and who we are, we want to take it deep. We want to jump into the feeling tone of that and really know it at the core of our being. We want to know those qualities, right? Those qualities that we've just affirmed that we're wanting more of, whatever that quality is that you're wanting some more of in your life. We want to know at the core of our being that this is who we are. We want to feel it and get into the feeling tone of joy, the feeling tone of love, the feeling tone of expansive good, whatever it is that you're affirming, of guidance, of creativity, and open up the feeling nature and really spend some time here, right, in this step. You want to spend some time and feel what it is. You are tuning into the frequency, right? If you've lived for any amount of time, you remember a radio that had a dial that you tuned, right? And there are radio stations, and it would be all staticky. This is where you hear, and then you tune it a little more, and then you get onto that frequency. Well, that station, it was blasting all the time. It's just you weren't in the frequency of it. Same thing. The universe is blasting all the time, love and joy and abundance and wholeness. You're just not in the frequency of it. So in this step, you're tuning yourself into the frequency of wholeness, of whatever it is that we want to experience on every level of our being, not just on the absolute, but every level of our being. So the affirmation here is, I am aligned with the frequency of abundant good. Together, I am aligned with the frequency of abundant good. That's right. Okay, next step is realization. Right, realization. Okay, so this is where we know that everything that we think we want, that we think is outside of us, that we don't have it, and so that's why we're doing this prayer, because we want it, right? No, we want to adjust that thinking because the realization is it's already here, right? It's already here. Whatever I could possibly, that you could ever possibly desire is already an idea in the mind of the universe. It's already there. The quality behind that is already the absolute truth of you. And you're feeling it as a desire. You're feeling it that you need it, that it's separate from you, because you've been living in the world of effect, of yesterday's thinking, of yesterday's coagulated thinking, the world of form and experience. But now you've moved into this higher dimension, this realm of infinite absolute truth, wholeness. And so here we are, right? We're here. We're feeling it as a desire because we were there, but now we're here, and we're knowing the truth that is already so. And this is where you can activate the power of your imagination. That helps to sort of fill in the detail, fill in the color and the feeling and what it looks like and what it feels like and what you're hearing or you're seeing. You want to really use your imagination to fill it out and make it real for yourself. Okay, in this step. Okay, so the affirmation for this is, I am activating, so think about, before we do the affirmation, think about the thing that you desire, your heart's desire, what you would do an affirmative prayer for right now. Think about that for a second. I'm going to ask you, when we get to the fill in the blanks, this is a sentence with the fill in the blank at the end. When we get to that, you speak that. You're claiming it, right? Everybody got something? Okay. All right. So the affirmation is, I am activating divine energy by claiming, okay? I am activating divine energy by claiming infinite good right now. Right. Okay, so now we're doing this. You're claiming it. You're activating the atoms, right? You're activating that potential energy that is all around. Woo, those atoms are getting excited, right? And energized and activated from all of these steps and by claiming it. Okay, so next step is Thanksgiving and release. Thanksgiving and release. Okay, let's talk about Thanksgiving. You're not giving thanks to God out there for giving you, finally listening to my prayer. Thank you, God, you finally listened to my prayer. No, it's not out there, it's in here. You have finally brought yourself into alignment with the truth. So you're reawakening your consciousness to who you've always been, to what you are right now, whole, complete, joyous, loving, perfect, abundant, fulfilled, whatever it is, right? It's it right now. So you're giving thanks for the reawakening and consciousness that this is already so. That's where we want to vibrate with that energy of gratitude. And we're grateful that what we're affirming is already so. Listen to this. You don't have to make it happen, or manipulate events, or wish, or hope, or even wait. You need only accept the truth that it is already so. Right now, align yourself with this truth, in this frequency. It's already so. I'm so grateful. This is already so. It's already me. And so what's happening is that this truth now, because the energy is being stimulated and it's working together for you, because you have the power to channel that. You have that consciousness, you have that power to channel this energy into expression. So it's feeling it, it's beginning to come to expression, and it bursts forth into experience in your life. It bursts forth into experience. Now, one more thing. The release part is you're releasing your attachment to specifically how you think it should look, specifically how you think it should come about. Because remember, we're only looking from a very narrow viewpoint of reality. We're only seeing through a little keyhole. There's so much more that we don't know. So, hey, how about we let that higher intelligence within us, be the source of our, I let this be. I let this be. And then we follow our guidance, right? I'm releasing my attachment to how I think it should be or how it should happen. I think, Karen, that's part of your song that you were singing. It's on our job to think about how it's supposed to happen, but it is our job to connect with divine guidance, to listen to it, and then move into action, following that guidance. Move into it. Yes, I hear this, and then the more we move into action, we take those steps, the more wisdom, we hear it more, and we've created this relationship with our divine wisdom. And so we're moving forward in the direction, being in the frequency of that energy of wholeness. Okay? So our affirmation here is, I am grateful infinite good is now bursting forth in my experience. I am grateful that infinite good is now bursting forth in my experience. And now we say, and so it is. And so it is, and whatever. What you want to say, amen, aho, ashe, whatever you want to put on top of that, it's all good, okay? It's all God. Namaste. Okay. You have a copy of this in your program, so take it home, work with it, and write your affirmations in there, okay? Work with it. You're welcome.
Wow. That was really, really good. Thanks, Victoria. When you speak, I listen. And when you sing, I dance. It is in your certainty I learn to take a chance. There's beauty in the rain, the moments that we grow, and there is love beyond all love right here for us to know. And I open to ever was. Will you show me the change is good, that I can let go of what used to be, for my heart to dance this dance? I'll take the chance. And I saw the signs this morning, the guideposts on my way, the sacred ground beneath me, and the endless sky for days. And I open to this breeze, and I open to the wonder. I open to the joy of being free. Oh, there is comfort in safety, in the same as it ever was. Will you show me the change is good? I can't let go of that fear and what used to be, for my heart to dance this dance. I'll take the chance. I'll take the chance. When you speak, I listen, and when you sing, I dance.
Beautiful. Thank you, Karen. Oh, so now we have the opportunity to participate in sharing in the atomic power of blessing our goodness and spreading it in the world, like Reverend Victoria so smashingly shared with us about, by giving the love made energy and manifest through money. It's just energy. It's just another form of energy. We share that energy as we participate in the laws of abundance, knowing that it comes back to us many-fold. So if you will join with me in holding up, however you give, holding it to your heart, to that atom-smashing divine energy in us, and say the blessing of our gifts, also found at the bottom of the buff sheet. Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, all that I receive, and all that I am. And so many ways to give. You can drop it in the basket. You can put it in a brown envelope. You can drop in your pledge card. Those of you who are online, there's all kinds of ways showing on the screen. You can text it. So here we go.
The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth.
Thank you. Okay, so all that we had just talked about, this amazing power that we have to create good in the world, when we do it together with each other, it multiplies that energy. Where really that atomic energy is at work right now, multiplying all of this. And I invite you to feel and allow that energy to move through you, through your heart and out through your hands as we bless these gifts, knowing that they're multiplied right now. They're supporting this community in so many ways, blessing this community and going out into the larger community to bless others and returning back to us, pressed down, multiplied, and running over with infinite good. And so it is. Amen. Thank you. Here we go. Mary's taken the prayer box back to the foyer. And so if you'd like to have your prayer prayed over by the amazing prayer team and talk about some energy, we just definitely generate some amazing energy there, and we direct it to that prayer or anything that you're requesting here. So there's a form that you can fill out and put it in the box. And if you're joining us online and you'd like to have the prayer team hold your request in prayer, then I think Mel is probably putting the address that you write and put your name and phone number, and they'll call you back and pray with you. And I'm not sure if do we have anybody who's here for the first time today? No? Welcoming back. Yes. Good to see you again. Yeah. All right, great. And if you're finding us for the first time online, then welcome. We're glad to have you here. Just say hello, put your name, and Mel will share information about our community as much as you would like. All right, I think we got one more song coming to us from the wonderful and talented Kara Novi.
We're gonna let love lead the way. We're gonna let love save the day. Well, in the darkest moments or on the brightest days, we're gonna let love lead the way. Yeah. When I'm feeling loved, when I want to be a part of something bigger than me. When I'm feeling down, I feel the weight of all my fears. Let love lift the load, let love find my way back home. Yeah. We're gonna let love lead the way, everybody. Let love save the day. Well, in the darkest moments or on the brightest days, we gotta let love lead the way. We're gonna sing that together a little bit, just to get to this second verse. Love, she wants to steer. Love can drive the truck. Love, she has the keys. The love will step it up. There is no denying how it makes you feel when you open up and you let love take the wheel. Let love lead the way. Sing it with with me. We're just going to sing that. Let love lead the way. Let me hear you now. Let love lead the way. Oh, let love lead the way. Everybody, let love lead the way. We're going to let love lead the way. We're going to let love lead the way. Sing it with joy now. Let love lead the way. Yeah, here we go, full chorus. Let love lead the way. You sound so good. We gotta let love save the day. Yeah, yeah. Well, in the darkest moments or on the brightest days, we're gonna let love lead the way. 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 Yeah, let love lead the way. All right.
So now we need to see how love is leading the way and manifesting itself in an atom-smashing way of manifesting the divine in our community. And let's hear what's going on. The first announcement will be by our wonderful Karen Novi.
Yes. We have the. Is this on, Lena? Oh, check. It's not. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah. So I'm leading a beautiful workshop for women next Saturday, the 30th. And I think we're closing registration on Tuesday, but it's going to be a really beautiful sort of soul-filling, relaxing, getting in alignment with your truth kind of a day. And I'm calling it a spa day for the soul. So I would love for all of the beautiful women, sorry this time gents, but I would love for all the amazing women in this community to join us. Loveland-Coen and I are leading this, and we're just leading it from the heart, and we hope that you'll join us. So please visit the link and register today. Thanks.
Beautiful. And we have two special things happening next Saturday because Katie O'Leary is going to lead us in our full moon fire ceremony on Saturday from 7 p.m., 7 to 8:30. And we are going to meet on the back deck, bring a chair, a water bottle, and anything that you need to be comfortable outdoors. You need some bug spray or whatever. There's a suggested $10 love offering for that wonderful ceremony. And Victoria has an announcement.
I wanted to do this one because a lot of you have been asking since we finished the book study of the Abundance Project. A lot of you had said, I don't want to leave that. There's just so much good stuff in there. I want to dig a little deeper into that and really do this work so that it can, be embodied in me and take it into my life. Well, your prayers are answered because we are doing it. We're going to do this mastermind. I'm calling it a mastermind group. And it will be, in the beginning, it'll be 8 weeks, and it will be a formatted thing, and I will facilitate it. And the best time I've come up with now, because some people at night, they don't drive at night. A lot of people say, oh, don't do it at night. And then other people are working during the day. So I'm squeezing it in between here, Monday from 5 to 6:30. So I'm hoping that works for you. I know some people have asked if they can Zoom in, and I think we can make that happen. But if you can make it in person, I think it will really be a very special time. And we're starting I have a start date, October 9th. October 9th. All right, so I think there's a registration set up on the website. There should be, but also come talk to me about that. All right.
Thank you. Sounds wonderful. We have our Adopt a Highway cleanup that happens quarterly. It will be happening on October 7th from 9:30 to 12:30. Sign-up sheets on the back table. I think people usually meet here and get geared up. I used to do this all the time when I was first a member, and all the little junk that happens from decomposing plastic and how that affects all the little living things, and it's just such a great service. So please sign up on the back table or online and join us. 9:30 to 12:30, Saturday, October 7th. We've got your back. Just to clarify a little, we need helpers. We have 7 active members of our team, and sometimes things that our community needs are bigger than we have the resources to meet. Now, we'd love people, if you want to join our committee, you'd be welcome to do that. And also, you don't have to join the committee to sign up to be a helper, that we can call on people and say, hey, can you help us with some meals, or can you help us driving somebody to the doctor, or something like that. There's a sign-up sheet on the back table, and I just wanted to say that. We have a wonderful thing happening after service, a 3-minute miracle available to anybody. Don't have to be a member. Something that if something's going on right now that you would like prayer support with, Karen is our wonderful prayer chaplain today, and that was such a beautiful prayer this morning. Thanks, Karen. So if you'll just line up or on the left side of the hallway, the last door to the left, Karen will be waiting for you there to pray with you. The UCP choir is regrouping for the holiday season, and if you want to join, email Chris Whiteneck, or there's also a sign-up sheet on the back table for that. Mary, you're holding up that picture. We have our visiting artist. Is that what you want me to talk about? We're having the artist who created these wonderful pictures, and I think she's going to be here at 12:30. Is that? 12:15. So we're not having Sacred Cafe, or?
That's correct.
Okay,
In
no.
fact, Irina would like to come up and talk about this.
Okay.
Would you?
Why don't you take the mic up there? Yeah.
My name is Irina, and I agreed to help curate the art in the sanctuary, which was, as my understanding, was always tradition here to make a place more beautiful, to maybe sell sometime if you fall in love with something, and that also be the way to support the community, because part of the profits going to our church. So we were lucky to have a Daphne for 2 months. She'll be here till, her art gonna be here till end of October. And if you please stay after service for a little reception to say thank you to her. We have flowers, we have little snacks and drinks. And she also have a website. She has much more art on the website. We have business cards, we have her information, but please stay after service for a short reception. And also, November 1, that's the time when we have an opportunity for new art to present itself. And this time, the idea was to call for artists at home, here, in our community. I have a feeling, and I think I know that we do have artists, that people who want to be an artist, who do an art and don't consider themselves an artist, but maybe they are. This is call for all to share your talents, to come out of the comfort zone if you need that, because we all need at some point to go further. And actually, according to Derek Rydell book, he says that's the sign when you need to come up a little bit, do a little bit more than it's comforting. That's the direction to go. We don't grow in comfort. So please spread the word if it's not you, but you know of someone, or you doing something there in the shadows, bring it up, talk to me. We would love to show what you do, hang on the walls. It could be a tapestry, it doesn't have to be a painting. We open to all, but let's start at home. Let's come out and show who we are, share, and we would love to see it. Please talk to me. Thank you.
Thank you, Irina. Irina is doing so much to bring beauty to us, and besides the art, it's the flower program. And I had the blessing of bringing the flowers this morning in celebration of the life of my brother, Nat Blevins. It was we were a year and a half apart. It was the Pat and Nat show growing up. And Nat, before it was ever known what it was or how it was spread, contracted HIV. And when he after he was diagnosed, he lived for 10 years, which was a really long lifespan in those days. And he became a member of George H.W. Bush's HIV team. He would get on airplanes with an IV pole flying out to Indian reservations. And even before he got engaged in this work, he had, some of you may remember those old Winn-Dixie signs, "How can I help?" That was his life motto, "How can I help?" I learned generosity from my brother. He was much more generous than I was in some ways. And he also established raising money for the first residential home for people with AIDS in Durham, North Carolina. It was the first in all of the United States. So I want to celebrate Nat. Hey, Nat, I'm celebrating you. Yeah, these beautiful flowers. Okay, I think that's it. There's no, as we said, no deeper dive discussion group in Sacred Cafe, and we'll have the artist reception. So now we get to welcome in our children. And also on the buff sheet.
Here we go. I am the radiant life of God. I am, I am, I am. I am the radiant life of God. I am, I am, I am. The health of God, the strength of God, vitality, energy, vim of God. I am the radiant life of God. I am, I am, I am.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I'm Shannon, the director. We did have one kid, Theo, but he wanted to go to his mom, and today he brought a cracker, so we broke bread. It was awesome. And then today was supposed to be about reflection. We're kind of reflecting what happened last weekend, and I wanted to reflect and just say a big thank you to Mary Angela and Michael and Benny for the foundation that they laid for the YFM program. So just a big thanks and a shout out to all of them.
Okay.
Looking ahead, October 29th is the family services. So we're going to be here with the children, and we'll sing and participate. And then looking ahead into November, mid-November, we'll do a kind of a treasures hunt outside to find the treasures hidden within us. So bring the children. Children always welcome.
Thank you. And we'll aim the blessing towards our one child, and we'll also bless the inner children in ourselves and everybody by saying that blessing on the back of the buff sheet. We love you. We bless you. We appreciate you just the way you are, and we behold the Christ in you. Mwah! Okay, and let's stand and say our prayer of protection, followed by our wonderful peace song. The prayer of protection. The light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. And so it is.